La Maíza interrogates a worker of Jesus Guillermo Flores Bautista El Caballo, ranking member of La Chapiza in Culiacán, Sinaloa. A young worker, either a hawk or a hitman linked to El Caballo, a ranking member of La Chapiza in Culiacán, Sinaloa, was captured and interrogated by his rivals La Maíza. The young man will suffer the same fate as many other young souls who chose the wrong path. El Caballo, Jesus Guillermo Flores Bautista El Caballo, continues to be targeted by the La Maíza criminal organization. El Caballo, as I described before, is a dangerous criminal who escaped from the Aguarruto Penitentiary in the first Culiacanazo of October 17, 2019. El Caballo, according to sources, has worked under Juano Guzman, Los Chapitos, and Gonzalo Insunza, El Macho Prieto, at one point or another. At this time, El Caballo is a ranking member of Los Chapitos criminal group in Culiacán, Sinaloa.
Toda la gente del caballo, miren dónde estoy ahorita. Los que quedan en la cuadra, ábrense a la verga. Los mayores están desde la Cruz de Lota hasta Nabolato. Los chapos no tardan en valer verga. Principalmente tú, caballo y culo negro.
Pa' que sepan bola verga.
Imagine you're in that life, and then you gotta just you about to suffer the ultimate fate, but before you go, suffer this humiliation. You know, suffer this humiliation. We're gonna write this shit on your head.
Toda la gente del caballo, miren
We're
dónde
gonna
estoy.
write this shit on your chest, and you don't get to leave with no dignity, cause you chose the wrong side. And no, you don't have a chance of switching to the right side, cause you chose the wrong side. Let's get that translation. Captive. For all the operatives of El Caballo, take a look at where I'm currently at now. Whoever's in the area needs to get out. Get the fuck out the way. The Yoma Hammermen are positioned from the town of Elota all the way to Nabolato. It's just a matter of time before the Chapitos mob are wiped the fuck out. The same goes for your black ass, Caballo. And the Sicario said this goes to show you fucks. Something like that. I saw an article, let me pull it up, that the Chapitos lost Badiraguato.
Badiraguato ya no es tierra de la pizza. Por
Badiraguato now is no longer land of the pizzas.
mucho que lo cuidaron, ya no les pertenece.
As much as they took care of it, it's no longer theirs.
Ya es oficial, señores. Se les metieron hasta la cocina y
It's official, people. They've gotten inside all the way up to the kitchen,
no se dieron cuenta.
and they didn't notice.
El músico junto con la gente de Gringo Payán
El Músico, along with the people of Gringo Payan, right?
unieron lazos.
They unionized their forces,
Unieron fuerzas y juntos sacaron a todos los Texas de la Badira.
and together they got all the Chapitos out of Badiraguato.
La gente de Gringo Payán, que
The people of Gringo Payan,
principalmente está representada por sus hijos,
who are represented by their sons and El Maito Flaco,
y el MF también cuentan con un brazo muy fuerte,
they also come with a strong arm,
con el apoyo de los mojarras,
with the support of the Mojaras,
que son gente del Gringo y sus hijos.
who are people of Gringo and his children.
Inclusive ya hasta tienen tienditas por todas las rancherías
They already have stores through all the rancherias
y pueblo.
and through the people, through the place, through the town.
Se decía que los mojarras eran bravos y
They said that the Mojados were bravos,
ya lo demostraron.
and they demonstrated it.
Traen puras dobles Duracell y puras Suburban. El
The double-sized Duracells and Suburbans.
músico unió fuerzas y mandó a su gente.
El Músico unionized his forces and sent his people.
Ahora la Badira ya tiene
Now Badira has a new owner.
nuevo dueño. Estos personajes no se andan con juegos.
These people are not coming with no games. They're not playing no games.
Ya lo demostraron.
They
Inclusive,
demonstrated it.
El Texas intentó voltear
Including in Texas.
banderas. Quiso unirse a las filas del M. Badiraguato ya
So they went over to the Maito Flacos too. All right, I'm hearing a lot of victories for the Maito Flacos. Who knows? Again, it's not a victory for the Sinaloan people. It's an oppression for the Sinaloan people, and we'll see how that goes. So we saw that. We saw the other Chapiza guy. So that's 2 hits for the Chapizas. Now this next guy, is a Maíza guy. Well, he's an Avendaño guy. Now this guy is the opposite. This guy is a ally of the Hats that was captured by the Pizzas and interrogated. The Chapitos Bartel released an interrogation video, 4 minutes long, in the interrogation of 2 male captives captured in Sinaloa. They claim to be members of Fuerzas Especiales Avendaño, and their direct boss is Jeffrey Avendaño, alias El Tatuado. El 21, El Jeffrey. El Tatuado was a high-ranking member of Los Chapitos criminal organization. Still, in recent weeks, the armed wing, FEA, affiliated with the Los Chapitos, opted to join the La Maíza Wasabe Bartel Alliance. Some of the armed wings that opted to leave the Los Chapitos organization are Fuerzas Especiales Avendaño, Los Coyotes, Los Yucos, Cholovagos, Fuerzas Especiales Chuta, and Badiraguato criminal groups. Alright, so there's been a switcheroo. Alright, these Avendaños have switched from the Chapitos and they turned over there. Let's get to this translation. So this was a switcheroo. Captive number 1, my name is Ernesto Alonso Garcia Felix. Everyone calls me Neto. I work for the Avendaño Special Forces and I belong to the Chapiza mob. I was sent to work in Chiapas, and then I was required to get this ID in order to come work in Culiacan, Sinaloa. We thought we were a part of the Chapitos mob, but that turned out to be false. They tricked these motherfuckers, man. They had the ops on their side. Shit is stranger than fiction, boy. It was surprising to hear that we had suddenly flipped to the Mayos mob. It bothered me to find this out because this organization has never unalived family members or colleagues. I even brought this up and was immediately told that I'd be unalived. With that being said, I had no other choice but to put up with what was happening because I don't want anything to happen to my family. Just as well as I was also threatening my immediate boss, Jeffrey, aka 21. We were sent to Culiacan, and the new leadership are the Avendaños. They are in the league with the Yomas. Chapo Isidro, Chutas, MF, it's all mixed up. Captive number 2, the Yucos. Captive number 1, that's right. Los Yucos are also there, and we can't complain about anything because we're being dragged into this. We were in Perico, San Jose de los Portillo, and we were about to go into Navolato, but our mission failed. The Chapitos mob grabbed us. Guys, pay attention to what's happening here because this isn't a game. Captive number 2, don't fall into this snare, guys. Don't fall into this snare. Many times we end up being deceived, and we don't even know which cell we belong to. That's crazy. You don't even know who you fighting for, who you fighting against, what's happening. They had us inside a safe house since 4 in the morning without food and water. We were dropped off and told to just wait there without saying much else. That's where the Chapiza mob picked us up. But the truth is that we've always been Chapitos and religiously supported this. However, once the leadership switched sides, we were thrown under the bus because of their betrayal. We were in the state of Chiapas fighting against... Yo, how much more do y'all need to know about this shit? Ain't nothing to be glorified or followed or then... You know, the people you love could be the people you after and that are after you and all of this. This is all a circle jerk, man. It's 2 baseball teams. If they switch uniforms, they're the same people. Nonsense. We were in the state of Chiapas fighting against the Chapitos and Guatemalas. But once we were sent this way, we had to get these new IDs so that we could fight against the Chapitos. We had no idea of this and were received by the Yucos mob on the other side of Pericos. The Chutas, Ratones, and everyone else who switched sides were there. We were placed under the orders of the Menores. Some of those bosses are Erwin and Chendo. And when we were moved over to the constituyentes de Sinaloa, we started to make our presence in the towns of Chapotillos, Los Chinitos, and Zapotillos. The intention was to make it into Navolato and Buenavista, but we were apprehended at the intersection where we had been positioned. They abandoned us. Don't bother falling into this lifestyle. Yeah, please. He's telling you the right shit. Why? Because he knows.
Now you see now.
He done fucked up.
You done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
Don't bother falling into this lifestyle filled with games, lies, and deceit. Otherwise, you could end up like us with no food, water to sustain stuff. Even worse, you could end up how y'all about to end up, swinging from a bridge. Captive number 1, we were initially Chapiza operatives, but once we arrived here, we came to find out that we were suddenly Mayo Hammermen. Our allegiance changed because of the betrayal that leadership had committed, but it is what it is. They've unalived family members of mine and friends from the neighborhood also. How can I work with people like this who have backstabbed us?
No mommy's weak.
What? Ain't we been screaming this shit since the beginning? This ain't the rug trade. This ain't hustling. Y'all just paper plates for psychopaths. These are people who don't know how to properly lead anyone. I don't know, man. They led y'all to where they wanted to lead you. Some of those individuals are Commander Perro, Drone, Willie Chapirro, Orden, and Navolato. El Químico was there with me also and hadn't eaten anything either. There were 6 of us when we were apprehended. Our lives have been forsaken, but that's just the way it is. And they ended up swinging from a bridge. Because I seen it. I dropped this in the gore section too. Yo, that Bartell life is bullshit. all of you jersey wearing motherfuckers, man. Y'all, I agree with Jay. Y'all should just go sign up, man. Shut the fuck up and go sign up. Because, coño, man, what a circle jerk. They would never make the cut, Shy. Here's the question. What's the cut? You know what I'm saying? Make what cut? What does that mean? To get to what? Barbie stature? Or the guys, the legends that everybody talk about? I don't know what the cut would be. Because like dude said, and I don't know if you see the videos that we be talking about. There was one the other day of talking about how much money these cooperators, how much these alphabet boys pay out to these cooperators and shit, you know? And dude said, man, you ain't gonna be Chapo. You ain't gonna be Mayo. And that's the truth, man. These fucking guys right here, these dirty shirt, hungry motherfuckers that get dropped off and sent off wherever they want to go. There's no ladder in that game. Only way you can win that game is be more psychopath than the other motherfucking psychopath. And that shit got a ceiling. Shout out Upper Echelon. Right on time. Hasn't this been what we've been saying for years? Bruh, them motherfuckers didn't even know who they was fighting for. They was like, we're fighting our heroes. They'll recruit you from FB and TikTok. I believe it. I believe it. But here's the thing. You know who you don't see in those channels? You know who you don't see on those TikToks? The motherfuckers that be in here wearing the jerseys. You don't see those dudes trying to get recruited. The dudes that be like, Puto this one, Puto that one. Macho, those are the guys that gotta go sign up. They won't make the cut. Is that what you're saying? At least these guys signed up and got recruited. Right? The guys that swinging. Ain't it, Macho? The guys that swinging, them, at least them dudes took that. You're right. Them other guys wouldn't make the cut. They wouldn't get that far. The cheerleaders wouldn't get that far. Now I understand where you're coming from. But they won't. You're right. They won't make the cut. They won't get as far as these dudes that ended up being piñatas.